Welcome to Wonderland Weekly, hosted by Toronto Ty. Now sit back and have a wonderful week.
Hey everyone, Toronto Ty back here at Canada's Wonderland once again for another wonderful day. It is the Labor Day Sunday, so that is really exciting. We're going to have fireworks tonight here at the park. That's always amazing. I think I'm also going to check out at least one other show, so that'll be a lot of fun. But before we get into the park, track and supports have shown up for AlpenFury, the new for 2025 roller coaster coming to Canada's Wonderland. This coaster is going to be absolutely just amazing, I'm sure. And I absolutely love the color of this track here. It's a very light blue, really nice there. And these supports are more of a brownish shade, which will look good. Kind of fire inspired, I guess. But really, it's just gonna blend in with the area, especially right behind Wonder Mountain. So that is going to be awesome. And this track is going to blend in with the sky really well, I think. I mean, that is just wonderful. So yes, not sure exactly which pieces of track these are, if these are for the station or what, but they are very flat. I expect that, many more pieces of track will be arriving in short order. But before that happens, let's get on some rides, check out some shows, and just enjoy everything here at Canada's Wonderland. For those of you who are fans of the EST Classic Collection, which I already have the Vortex and Tundra Twister shirts, the park has added some new ones to the lineup. So you've got Cyclone, of course established in 2002. This is going to make trivia time easier for some of you. Time Warp 2004, of course. You've got the standards, Yukon Striker, Mindbuster 1981, good to see that. You got Timberwolf Falls in 89, and right over here, this is my favorite, Wild Beast 1981. Definitely going to have to pick up this shirt a little later, maybe not today because I am staying until park close, but that's coming home with me. A few more that I've never seen before: The Fly, 1999, Thunder Run, 1981. I feel like that one might need an asterisk next to it. And Whitewater Canyon, established in 1984. It was the first ride added to the park after the park opened. A few weeks ago, I pointed out the new name and new structures for the bars in Medieval Fair, which are wonderful. And this week, I get to show off World Passport Bar, Beer Cider Snacks. This sign right here for this beer stand right by the entrance to Grand World Expo is awesome. Really love that sign. Maybe the actual structure can be improved for next year, but who knows? I mean, this whole area is going to look so very different next year. Taking a look over the fence. Oh my goodness, the park has really kicked it into high gear here, just on the other side of this fence. That is awesome. Work is progressing for the Skyflyer loop, which will be located around this area where Xtreme Skyflyer used to be. Awesome to see so much progress happening all through this area. I'm still quite sad about several of these trees around the entrance to the Grand World Exposition of 1890 having to be removed to make way for AlpenFury. But it is worth noting that when Xtreme Skyflyer was first installed, that actually caused a whole row of trees to be removed on this side of the plaza. I think the park will be, a little bit more friendly, work around a few more trees on this side, so that will be very good. The iconic globe at the entrance to the Grand World Exposition of 1890 is, it's going to remain iconic, that's for sure. You can see Leviathan over it in the background there, and next year there will be a pair of tracks running overhead through this plaza, and I am still not quite sure exactly how high up they are going to be, but I think they're going to be quite high. This is going to be so weird to walk through here next year and see track overhead. As I wait for Canine Circus to start, I'm thinking about AlpenFury, of course. I believe it is going to head right under that section of Wonder Mountain's Guardian, right through those support columns, and then come right through the gap in the trees that they have made by removing some of the trees. And then it is going to turn and head over this way. I believe it is just going to use the grassy area here and will not affect any of the seats, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what the footprint of AlpenFury is going to be and how it impacts International Festival, or rather International Showplace, moving forward. Standing on the pathway right next to the top of Guardian's Lift Hill, and it is time for another edition of Tree Talk! Yes, and so for this edition of Tree Talk, many trees around the back of Wonder Mountain have been marked for removal in order to make way for AlpenFury. I'm sure that the park will save as many trees as they can, and any that they can't. I know. Brent said as much, that the park is going to replace a lot of these trees. So they are going to be planting new ones as best as they can, and adding a bunch of extra landscaping all through the area. So that is going to be good. Still, always makes me a little sad whenever trees are removed here at Canada's Wonderland. This tree is marked. That one, I don't see a marking on it, so it's possible that the park could save it, maybe just trim it down a little bit. Yeah, and then there are more trees marked for removal all along this pathway, and this is really, oh man, there are so many trees here. Look, all these orange spots that I do believe that means that they are going to be removed. And yeah, it is going to be sad. Oh, maybe that one back there. I don't see a marking on that one, so maybe that one can be saved. Yeah, lots of these going away all along the back of the mountain. And I love this section of the park, so this does make me sad. But AlpenFury, you know, it is going to be awesome. It is going to be quite an experience. Yeah, these trees right back here marked for removal as well. Yeah, and that does line up with just AlpenFury's final section heading into the brake run. Under Vortex's lift hill, getting a look through the maintenance access point, which we now know will provide access to the storage track for AlpenFury, or storage tracks rather. So even during the off season, during the cold winter months, then the park can, the maintenance team can still work on the trains. So that is awesome. Yeah, right there, I believe those are the cross ties for that were in place that have to be removed in order to make way for the beginning of the launch out of the top of the mountain. So that is really, really awesome. Yeah, there is your quick update through the gap here. But I mean, if you want to get a closer look at what it looks like inside Wonder Mountain, do make sure to watch my video from National Roller Coaster Day, because that was absolutely incredible, and I am so grateful to the park for putting that event together. One of the things I found most fascinating that I learned from the construction tour was that all of the footings, basically if it's less than a meter tall, it's probably going to have a planter around it. All the ones that are a meter tall will just be as they are, and they need to be that tall so that vehicles passing through, if they happen to run into one of these, they will strike the concrete and not the steel. So that is really, really interesting. But yeah, any of them that are shorter than a meter, that should have a planter around it. So that is really, really cool, and going to be fun to see how that looks once it is complete. Taking a look at AlpenFury's entry into the mountain, that whole area, and yeah, the tarp has been pulled away. That was just in place so that they could prevent water from going in there while it was, we had all that rain. So other than that, it is looking pretty much the same. Just looking, looking pretty close to done, honestly. Taking another look at AlpenFury's station area, and not quite the same from this side of the fence. But yeah, no, that was an incredible experience to be behind there. And definitely looking forward to seeing what the station ends up looking like. But, no progress on that so far by the looks of things. Right between the new Tiny Tom Donuts location and the Grab and Go Market, several trees have been marked for removal by the looks of things. They've all got orange tags on them. I don't believe that this is directly related to AlpenFury's construction, but I think it is a result of it Thunder Run's new exit ramp has to go somewhere, and I believe it is going to spit you out of the mountain right here so that you pass directly under Thunder Run's track here. That makes sense to me, but that is just a guess, so we'll have to wait and see. It's getting close to the end of the video, and you all know what that means. It is time for trivia time. Yes, and so for this week's trivia time, I want you to let me know in the comments below how many nets over pathways are there at Canada's Wonderland, and that is as of 2025. This is the final trivia time segment for 2024. We will resume this in 2025, yeah, do let me know your guesses, because AlpenFury, it's probably gonna have netting somewhere, right? Maybe not, who knows? But do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How many nets over pathways are there at Canada's Wonderland? If you can let me know that in the comments below, I will give you a shout out in next year's video. So, huge shout out to Aldo Parisi for correctly stating that there are 15 rides built by Premier Rides at the Six Flags parks. That is actually including ones that are no longer around. So thank you so much, Aldo, for always answering trivia time. That is wonderful. And all of you, try to guess how many nets over pathways there will be at Canada's Wonderland in 2025. Well, that'll about do it for this week here at Canada's Wonderland. It was another absolutely wonderful day. I checked out, I think, 3 shows in total. Yeah, I checked out Peanuts Block Party, always a fun time there. I got to check out Canine Circus. So incredibly happy that the park was able to put something in International Showplace for this year. And it just is awesome. To be determined on how shows will work in Showplace next year once AlpenFury opens up. But regardless, Canine Circus was awesome. And then, of course, the fireworks to end off, almost end off, daily operations here at Canada's Wonderland. Yes, Labor Day fireworks is always a little bit bittersweet because it means it is the end of summer. But that also means that we are getting very, very close to spooky season. We're gonna have Halloween Haunt coming up. We've got Oktoberfest over the next couple weeks. If you wanna see all of these events that are coming up, and Winterfest, of course, later on, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. I really appreciate it, and I think that you will enjoy extra videos that I have coming out in the coming months and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. We're going to be looking at AlpenFury. We're going to be looking at all the events that are happening for the rest of this year, and so much more. So much more. So do make sure that you are subscribed. And I do want to also take a moment to thank Dave and Phil for both supporting me by buying me some hot chocolates on buymeacoffee.com. Really, really appreciate it for both of you. That is phenomenal to be getting some support that way. And just really appreciate that. Thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate it. It's just awesome that I'm able to bring some enjoyment to so many different people. And I am rambling a little bit. It is the end of summer. This has just been, quite an interesting summer. So much stuff happening, so much speculation about what ended up being AlpenFury, and we're going to continue watching it be built here at Canada's Wonderland. I'm going to be here watching it be built. So, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, as always, have a good one! If you like this video, you can now buy me a hot chocolate at buymeacoffee.com. I also love hearing your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment. Thanks so much for your continued support, and be sure to subscribe for more wonderful videos.